There is something special about the World War II generation. There's a reason they're known as the greatest generation. They were courageous, honorable, and patriotic. So what is patriotism? What does it mean to you? To me, it means having an unwavering love for my country, and to have the courage to stand up for it. And that's exactly what those brave heroes did. How do I know? Because I was blessed to meet a man named Jerry. Because he wasn't just any man. He wore a hat with the words World War II veteran on it. I came to find out that hat stood for so much more than just a hat. A veteran's hat represents integrity and holds so many memories. Some good, some very tragic. But this particular hat rested on the head of a 98-year-old war hero, who at the age of 20 was a torpedo man on the bridge of the USS Barton with a bird's eye view while fighting the battle at Omaha Beach on D-Day. And boy did he have a story to tell. On June 6, 1944, more than 156,000 American, British, and Canadian troops stormed 5 beaches in Normandy, codenamed Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword, liberating France and Western Europe from Hitler and the Nazi control. This was the turning point in World War II. This invasion was officially named Operation Overlord, or nicknamed Operation Neptune, and took years to plan. It was the largest amphibious invasion in military history, with almost 7,000 ships and landing vessels, including a destroyer, with, you guessed it, my friend Jerry on it. You see, the Navy played a pivotal role in winning this battle, as they provided direct gunfire support for the troops on the beach, where 50,000 German troops and an estimated 4 million landmines were waiting. But the Nazis were not the only thing facing them when they came ashore. Weather played a key role in delaying the mission by one day, and the stormy seas made the landings incredibly difficult, with many regiments coming ashore far from their target destinations. Unfortunately, many drowned in these conditions. At Omaha Beach, only 2 of the 29 amphibious tanks even made it to land on their own power. The toughest fight was on Omaha Beach. 2,400 American troops were killed, wounded, or unaccounted for after the fighting ended. At a critical moment, several Navy destroyers steamed as close to the shore as possible. Some even ran ashore to fire point blank on German positions. Their bravery allowed the pinned-down troops to move forward, to destroy the enemy and secure the beaches. Although Jerry and the others battled on for 19 long days and nights, it was only 5 days into the battle at Normandy the troops installed 2 massive temporary harbors. These harbors, by the end of the war, would allow the Allies to unload almost 2.5 million men, 500,000 vehicles, and 4 million tons of supplies, and without a doubt, the lifeline to winning the war. Without the brilliant planning and heroic sacrifices of the D-Day invasion, the Allies may have never defeated the Nazi forces in Europe, and the freedom we know today would not exist. Could you imagine a world where your freedom doesn't exist? Would you have the courage to fight for it? Their stories should always be known for generations, so we are never doomed to repeat them. Like the very courageous and patriotic President Ronald Reagan famously said,
"But freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. The only way they can inherit the freedom we have known is if we fight for it, protect it, defend it, and then hand it to them with the well-taught lessons of how they in their lifetime must do the same. And if you and I don't do this, then you and I may well spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it once was like in America when men were free."
I can never thank Jerry enough for opening my heart and my mind to the history of freedom and the sacrifices those heroes made. I am amazed at how easily we could lose those freedoms. We must stay a patriotic nation. Our generation can't let the death of those patriots be forgotten. It's up to us to continue their legacy. We do that by continuing to learn and appreciate our history and honor those who stood up and answered the call. So remember, it's not just a hat, it's a story, it's a hero. Shake their hand, say thank you. History can always be written, but having it speak to us is priceless.